Hello everyone, it's Sparky here from Sparky the Otter, and today I'm going to be talking about how I came up with my two personas I have. So, let me talk about my first one, not Sparky the Otter, but my original one, which is called Neon the Green Wolf. Now I have a really interesting story behind this one. It's sort of similar to Ace's story here. So, back in 2018, I was at BLFC. So before that, I didn't have any personas. I didn't have anything. Now I should have planned to have some sort of persona. This was sort of my fault. But I mean, and it was my first furry convention, so keep in mind of that. So I just got to BLFC, and we had to check in because we didn't register ahead of time, so we had to register there at the kiosk or whatever you would call it. And when we did so, I had to come up with a name. So this didn't make me come up with the full name I was going to name my persona, but it came up with most of it. And when I got up there, the person told me, "So what's the name of your character?" And it's like, and then just that random thing popped up in my head, like something I just liked, and I just had it pop up, like Neon, and then Wolf. Actually, no, it wasn't Neon. It was. Now I remember it. I remember now. It was Green Wolf, and that's what it was. It was Green Wolf. And that's what I had at the time. Now after the convention, after 2018 convention, a couple months later, I came up with a better name than just Green Wolf. I came up with Neon the Green Wolf. And that's basically how I got my name for my first persona. It was just right on the spot, very stressful. It was like, Green Wolf, yeah, that's it. Right on the spot there. I mean, at the time, green was my favorite color. So yeah, it stuck with me. So yeah. Now, as for Sparky, the character I've developed over these past couple of months, you may be wondering how I came up with that character. This is the character you might be wondering about, and I can tell you that it's not a really fun story. It's actually pretty boring, but I'll tell you it anyway. I one day randomly wanted to make another persona, and I didn't think that I'd do that much with it, but here I am. I've done more than I've ever thought I'd do, and I've done more than I've done nothing with Neon. So this is, I mean, I love Sparky to death. So I one day just randomly thought, like, okay, I want to make another persona. So I got on the internet and I looked up ideas for names. And then, well, actually no, I looked up the species I wanted to do first, and actually the whole reason I did an otter is I was looking up endangered species. So I don't know if I went on the endangered species list, but I always like doing species that are endangered. And that's not the reason I have a wolf as my persona. Wolves are my favorite animal. And then otters, I did a lot of research into otters, and I just love them. They're cute, they're adorable, and then they're also on the species list, so I kind of love like supporting all sorts of stuff to protect them. So I mean, they're absolutely adorable. I love otters to death. So I mean, that's sort of what dragged me into having it be my fursona, and plus it's very rare still to see otters, otter fursuits, just otters in general in the fandom. So I chose it as my fursona after doing all that. I like to do a lot of research first before I choose my fursona. It's something that a lot of people don't do. They just like pick it and that's that. But I mean, I'm weird like that, and I like to do research. Like, is this really what I want? Does this? So yeah, basically. Anyway, you may be wondering how I came up with the name. Well, I was looking up random words, even words that may not exist. I didn't know what word I was looking up. I tried to go to the dictionary, web dictionary, to see if it was a word. Just looking up words, looking up the definition, what they meant. Oh, all sorts of words, excuse me. All sorts of words. And looking up the definition after definition after definition. And finally, I found a word that really stood out to me. And then putting them together with the word the and otter really meant it. I really liked Sparky. It just stands out to me. And once I found that word, it really stood out to me. So, hence Sparky the Otter. But it took me a while to figure out what the name was going to be. I mean, it took hours of researching all this stuff. But it's not a fun story like the Neon the Green Wolf one is. Like, it's very boring. That's how I came up with the name. That's how I came up with Sparky the Otter. Just basically tons of research and tons of doing stuff on the internet. That's basically all. To create this character. And then afterwards, what I did after was create my own art piece of him. And then furthermore, let other artists take over from there. I haven't done anything since. It's just easier to do it that way. I mean, unless you're talented and you want to do it yourself. Which, I mean, I've never been good at doing furry art, so other art, yes, but not furry art. So let the professionals take over for you. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah. I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Bye.